It's a great day in West Central Wisconsin, and welcome back to Banging on the Drum, where we're dropping the keys to a victory over the Detroit Lions on Thanksgiving. Packers are going to get the first victory of the week, and then we're going to go out and we're going to pound some turkey. All right. Keys to victory. Let's start. Number one. It's the same thing we do every week. You got to get some takeaways. Got to win the takeaway battle. Um, Always winning the turnover battle is going to give you a great opportunity to win. This Packers team is no different. We got to get more possessions for Jordan Love and the offense, and keep the possessions that the Detroit Lions have to a minimum. Winning this battle is important all the time. All the time. Got to do it. All right. Number two, score early, score often. The Packers have trouble scoring early and really often when it really comes down to it. But getting the Lions on their heels right off the jump, I think, is going to be super important. Kind of make them kind of mold into the game that you want to play. And like the second thing, so you get on the board early. First drive would be amazing. That is something that we have not been able to do very often or do very well in a while. And so that would be awesome. But really, to put up a bunch of points, maybe score 35 this week. I know that the Lions defense is pretty good, and overall their team in general is good. Putting them on their heels early, making them chase you throughout the game will be important, and that'll lead to more takeaways in the long run. All right. So number three, let's run the ball this week, right? And so let's let that aid into our ability to score points in this one. Aaron Jones is hurt. He's dinged up a little bit. Emmanuel Wilson is on the injured reserve. So what I'm saying here when I say run the ball is let AJ Dillon earn a brand new contract this week. Give him the ball 25 times. Let him go. Like, just tell him it's on his shoulders and we need him, and that this is his team moving forward if he wants it, right? So, like, Aaron Jones is still going to be an integral part of the team, like, quite a bit, I think, but let AJ Dillon show us what he has and let him do that with some volume work. I don't think I've ever seen Dillon get volume work, and so I'd like to see what happens when he touches the ball 25 times a game. It appears to me that the longer a season goes, the longer a game goes, the better he gets. He seems to be the guy that you should be giving it to him 20 times, because as he takes more carries, he just gets into a rhythm and into it, like, starts rolling and can kind of just feels like he gets momentum in the game. And we've never even really given him a good opportunity to create that momentum. And part of that is due to having Jones. Number four, scheme the ball to Christian Watson. Give him touches early. Get him the ball. Get the defense keying on him. The rest of this wide receiving core is really, really good. And if Watson's pulling double teams and they're chasing him down the field deep, we're going to have some of that underneath stuff. Jordan Love's going to be able to kind of pick the defense for Detroit apart, and it'll be a good opportunity for us to get Watson into the game early, get Detroit kind of settled in that he's the dude, and then we're going to let Dobbs, Reed, Wicks, just kind of light things up going forward. So just get the ball to Watson early, let Detroit kind of sink into him, and then if he continues to dominate, great. And if we need to move on to the other guys, also great. I really, really like our wide receiving core. I think that it can hold up to anyone in the league next year, right? So I don't know that we have a wide receiving core that holds up to anyone in the league this year, but I think next year the wide receiving core is scary good. And there's times right now that Christian Watson is the number 4 wide receiver on this team and really has the most physical talent or physical skill out of everyone on the team, wide receiver wise, but really plays like the 4th best guy, which just tells me that they're all really, really good. All right, key number 5. Contain Amon-Ra St. Brown. Guy's exceptionally good. He's very good working with Goff. And Goff is very comfortable going with him. Great pass catcher. We need to make Goff go somewhere else. The D-backs have been stepping up for at least the last 2 weeks for sure. Maybe, and really probably the last 3 if I'm thinking about it. And I know they're young and we don't really have any like true starters playing in the defensive secondary. But the way they're playing, let's keep it up. Keep everything kind of rolling the way it has been. And put the locks on Amon-Ra St. Brown. Don't let him do anything. Keep it on everyone else in that Detroit Lions wide receiving room to do what they need to do and contain Amon-Ra St. Brown. If you can do that, gives you a great opportunity to catch a victory. Number 6, we're going to get Goff uncomfortable. We're going to put him off of his rhythm and take him off of his timing. When he is very, very good when he is on rhythm and has time. And so what the Green Bay defense needs to do is take that away. That's on Preston Smith. That's on Rashawn Gary. That's on Kenny Clark, Carl Brooks, Lucas Van Ness. Send the house at him. Send everybody at him. Make sure that he is never comfortable in the pocket. That's the way to beat quarterbacks that are like playing well and doing their thing. Is put them off their spots. Don't let them get into the rhythm. Don't let them have time. Don't let them feel comfortable. Get him uncomfortable. Number 7. We'll get into a fun one here. Let's hit a 50-yard plus TD. I've been saying that just take a Bomberooski, do whatever it takes. What I want to see this week out of the Green Bay Packers is I want to see them dial up a 50-yard touchdown. Throw it deep to Watson. Throw a screen to Dillon and let him cook, or Reed and let him cook. Get an end around that is that it just has the ability to go to the house. I think the coolest way for a 50-yard plus TD to happen this week would be Dillon taking one to the house from about the 10, right? But anyway, let's get a big-time touchdown. A big-time touchdown early in this game or really late in this game when things could be kind of tight would be, or to seal it. A 50-plus, man, there could be a couple good ones, like a one to seal it or one to kick it off, right? So first play of the game, boom, no plays and they're back on the defense is back on the field. Lions are down 7 right out the jump. With that being said, key number 8, mistakes need to be at a minimum. Detroit's a really good team. Can't shoot ourselves in the foot. The penalties need to go away, and the special teams errors need to go away. No blocked PATs, no missed PATs. You got to be on point with your punts. You got to be on point with your kickoffs. Like no illegal procedure type penalties. And then really don't make mistakes in the special teams game. Don't bring something out that we don't need to bring out. Don't fair catch something on the 1 yard line. Just don't fumble a ball, right? From special teams. Keep our mistakes at a minimum, play a clean game, and I don't even I don't know if it'll be that close. If we play a clean game, I don't know if teams can really compete with us. I'm not sure. We haven't come anywhere near running a clean game all year. And so if we can run a clean game, this Packers team is going to be very, very scary. All right, key number 9, run defense needs to play solid. They don't need to be world beaters. They don't need to completely stop Gibbs and Montgomery, but they do need to contain them. They do need to limit what they're doing. They can't gash them for 6, 7, 8-yard runs on first down all day. If you let that happen, there's no chance to win. So contain Gibbs and Montgomery, especially early in the drives. First, second down, don't let them get anything. If we got a third and 12 or a 3rd and 9 and they get 6 yards, I'm cool with that. But 1st and 10, no 6-yard gains. Let's keep them at or behind the line of scrimmage on those early runs. All right, and number 10, same one as last week. We need coaches to be helping out the players. With that being said, we need the right personnel's in. We need the right play calling going on. And as get the right personnel in on defense, I know that we've watched Gary and Preston Smith stay out there as 2 of the 4 down linemen on obvious run plays. Let's make sure that that's not happening anymore. Like, tighten that up a little bit. Matt LaFleur did mention that in a press conference 2 weeks ago, and so I do believe that is a little bit more of an emphasis. He made the fans sound like idiots for saying that there weren't down linemen, but all fans could see that it didn't really appear that those guys were down linemen. And as P-Dog told us, hurt people. And that question and that kind of play calling actually, I think, hurt Matt LaFleur's feelings. And so when he got called to the carpet on that stuff, he did not like it, and then he tried to hurt the fans. Not very smart move by the head coach of the Packers. However, I do think that made him say, oh, shit, like, we actually kind of do need to dial this in a little bit. All right, and then again, I think we should run a trick play or 2 or 3. But my trick play of the week is a Statue of Liberty. Like, run it up, see what happens. Should be a fun one. Let the Detroit Lions get sucked up there and then right over the top. Those are banging on the drums. 10 keys to victory. And really in Wisconsin, it is it's a deer hunting, Thanksgiving. But in Detroit, the Packers are going to be hunting lions, and we're going to feast on the overconfidence that the Lions have become. Detroit feels like they're unbeatable, I think, especially in the NFC North. And with that being said, I don't think they're probably taking the Packers seriously, and we're going to come in and we're going to catch them and we're going to put them down. All right, and for all you suckers that are doubting the Brewers, the Badgers, the Bucks, or the Packers, you can eat our shorts. Roll it.
All them suckers that doubted the Packers can't eat my shorts. All them suckers that doubted the Packers can't eat my shorts. Eat them. All them suckers that doubted the Packers can't eat my shorts. Eat my shorts.